Hello Internet, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we began exploring the Forest Temple, and this time we're going to be making even more progress doing that. We're going to start by heading through the west door now that we have some keys from the last video. It's another hallway. Hopefully you see just how effective the hookshot is at killing big Skulltulas, because it really does make it take a lot less time. In here. Bubble, right away. Again, not too hard to take out. It's a little embarrassing that that thing actually hit me at all. Heading over here is nothing. Nice dead end for no reason, I suppose. There's also a door up there, which I always feel like we should be able to hookshot to, but nope. We're gonna start climbing. In case you weren't here for the last video, which kind of odd for you to join midway through a dungeon, but whatever, you do you. We are hunting for the Poe sisters, so we need to find them. There are arrows painted on the floor. Yes, my observational skills are that bad, so I do appreciate the help there, Navi. Yeah, so we're gonna start by pulling this blue block, as my notes call it, even though it's very clearly green. But whatever. Just want to pull it out until it's perfectly that way, and then just start pushing. Link still is not much better at pushing blocks than he was as a child. Granted, as a child, he probably wouldn't have been able to push these, but who knows? You can't get in here as a child. I'll tell you who knows. People who use cheat codes. Like bad little boys and girls. Don't do that. Now that we have that there, we want to push through here. And just keep pushing this along. Apparently some people find this room confusing, but honestly, it's less so confusing to me and more just tedious. Now that we're up here, we want to... do we want to... Yes, we want to pull this out as much as we can, as far as I know. Maybe I'm about to find this confusing because I just lost my place in my notes, so we'll see. We'll see what's happening here. But now that we push that, I believe we want to climb up this ladder. We now have access to much more of this floor, I believe. Yes. We actually didn't do anything by pulling that. We just wanted to push it up here, so don't listen to me. I tell lies. I'm the deceiver. After you've pushed that all the way out, you just want to come up here and push it forward. That was pretty obvious. It's a little embarrassing that I came all the way up here to pull it for some reason. What did I think was going to happen? There was no way to get it out all the way anyway. There we go. We can now climb it and get back up to the top of the room. Back up as if we were at the top of the room at any point in time, which we were not. Climbing this ladder. I'm hearing Keese or something. I know I am, but I don't think there's Keese in this room. Yeah, there's just more bubbles. Oh, great. I'm glad that missed. Link is on a quest to just embarrass me this entire video. Well, no. The first time was me embarrassing me. The second time was Link embarrassing me. Link, we have to coordinate better than this, buddy. Okay. Up here. We can't do anything with that silver eye switch. You might think we'd be able to press it with the hookshot, but no, we are not. We just have to go through this door to reach the cool, twisty hallway. This corridor is all twisted. Yes, I'm aware. I can see that. Just gonna run along it, trying to stay on the carpet to keep myself satisfied. And in here, watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. If we look up, there's nothing hanging up there. She's lying to me, as usual. There is a scary-looking chest on that wall that we can't do anything with. Which sure exists. That chest looks a lot cooler in the 3DS version. There is a new enemy in this room called a Wall Master. If you sit still for too long, you'll start to hear it and see its shadow descending on you. You can wait to bait it and then roll out of the way at the last second, but if you mess up, it will just take you to the beginning of the dungeon. There's very little reason in bothering to do that. So literally just keep moving, it won't grab you, and you can just move on to the next room. Don't bother trying to fight it, at least not right now. Not when we've made so much progress getting further in here. Seems like we found one of the Poe sisters. However, there is nothing we can do. If we even look at her right now, she just teleports to a different painting. Well, a different frame. So yeah, we can't do anything with that right now. Even if we were able to aim at her and she wouldn't run away, the hook shot can't get her, so... yeah, we're just gonna move on again. In here. Obvious mini-boss room is obvious. Don't try to walk over that pit just because you saw the Stalfos do it. You cannot do that. If you do, you'll fall into the room where we fought the first set of Stalfos. And if you haven't fought them yet, you'll quite possibly just have to fight them at the same time as this guy. I don't think so, though. I mean, you'll have to fight them, but that guy can't get down there because he walks over the ledge by cheating. These Stalfos. We're gonna start by just taking out one of them. I'm doing a little bit better this time, at least. Just wait for him to lower their guard. Okay. You'll see that Stalfos isn't despawning even though it's fallen apart. If you take too long to take out the second one, it will rebuild itself. So, yeah, you are on a bit of a time crunch with the second Stalfos in this room. Luckily, I was able to do it. That was so tense, I literally could not get myself to commentate. I was trying to think of words, but they wouldn't come to me because I was in the middle of getting stressed out. It takes until you kill both of them for the first one to drop whatever item it's going to drop to, so yeah, keep that in mind. I'm taking a lot of damage these past few videos. I haven't died a single time yet in this Let's Play, which I'm kind of proud of, honestly, because I'm not good at this game, so as many times as I can without getting killed in a video. I want to keep the streak going, but yeah. Anyway, our dungeon item, the fairy bow. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to the C buttons. Press C to take it out and hold it. As you hold down C, you can aim with the control stick. Release C to let fly with an arrow. Yeah, this is our adult version of the slingshot. Aim it, fire it. It's that simple. Goes a lot straighter than the slingshot too, which is pretty convenient. Yeah. All right. I keep losing my place in my notes now. Now that we have this bow, we're going to go back to the block room, which is not this room. There is something we can do in this room with the bow, but first we're going to go back to the room with the blocks. Your days are numbered. You laugh at me while you can, girl. The bow is also very good for dealing with bubbles and stuff, and it pushes them very far away to give you a chance to actually prepare for your second strike, so... yeah, it actually does that with most enemies, where it'll just push them very, very far away, which is really good. It's like it skewers them. Now that we have the bow, we want to aim for this eye. The bow doesn't have a reticle like this in the base game. This is just because I have the code to use it with the slingshot enabled, but the bow is much easier to aim. You really don't need it. I'm just going to keep it on in case I ever have an opportunity to use the slingshot again. But, yeah. Now that we've shot that switch, the hallway here is no longer twisted. So naturally, neither is this room, so we can jump down here. And... uh-oh. No, 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 no! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That is so embarrassing. I rolled out of the way at just the last second. Yeah, well, we got a good chance to actually see the wall master, at least. I don't know why they're called wall masters when they hang from ceilings, but yeah, they take you back to the entrance, which means I need to go all the way back there now. The bow is also very good for killing big Skulltulas. Be careful overusing it, though. You're probably better off having it and the hookshot equipped at the same time, because you do not want to waste, like, your arrows. Arrows are pretty precious in this place, so you don't want to have to leave to go buy more. That's just embarrassing. Of course, as I said that, I got a complete refill from smashing one pot, so who knows? I could be lying to you. Something worth noting. If you're ever getting really frustrated by a wall master, enter first person. You're never supposed to see it before it starts descending, so if it is descending but its model hasn't come in yet, it'll just disappear once you go into first person. This cool looking chest gives us the boss key. Yeah. There's a key to the boss room that's different from the small keys. We also want to go in this hole in the floor now, where there are 2 bubbles. I'm starting to really hate bubbles. They're not even really, like, frustrating to deal with or anything. They're just a little bit annoying. But minor annoyances are kind of my least favorite kind of annoyance. Killing that bubble will open the door in this room, which is good because we are trapped without a way out otherwise. And we are outside now. First things first, I want to jump over here and be very careful to not fall off because we will be pretty far back if we do. Can shoot that with our bow, which is also as powerful as the Master Sword. Good to know. And get our 53rd Gold Skulltula token. And now carefully make my way back without falling off. There is a big Deku Baba here, which is not a big deal. We can just stun it with the hook shot. If the hook shot doesn't kill an enemy, it is likely to stun it. And stunning enemies is also pretty good because it gives you a chance to kill them. Can head through this door that's hidden in the shadows to find this. A Floor Master. When it splits up, destroy all the pieces before they reunite. This is the counterpart of the Wall Master. Basically, when it charges at you, you want to wait and then attack it. Once you've killed it, all these little mini ones will appear. A spin attack will easily kill them. What you should do is after you've killed it, before it splits, you want to start charging a spin attack so you can get the biggest one to kill them quickly. I didn't do that, but yeah, they can drop magic jars, which makes the spin attack a very low-risk way of killing them. Got another small key, starting to restock now that we've used all of them. If you take too long to kill the mini Floor Masters, they will eventually refuse into the main body. So, yeah. Anyway. You can just take this door here, and it will take us to that door I thought we should be able to hook shot back to in the block room. Thank God I didn't just jump right into that bubble. That would have sucked. Oh, bubbles can drop arrows too. Jeez, maybe you don't need to be as precious with arrows as I'm saying you should be. Now that we're up here, we want to untwist the hallway by making that eye switch open again. Always remember that you can usually reactivate eye switches. Now that we're in this room again, we want to aim from a distance and then shoot the painting that we see the Poe in. She thinks she's so funny, but just her weight, I don't know, there's not really a good way to say it with a specific pronoun, I guess. As long as you're shooting from a distance, she'll have no way of escaping, and eventually she'll be trapped in one last painting where you can even shoot her from point-blank range. This will get her to appear, and go downstairs. The ghost way, by going through the upstairs stairs. We can now come down here to find a new mini-boss, Joelle, one of the Poe sisters. Aim for her when she appears. She functions identically to the Poes in the graveyard, so she is going to disappear if you Z-target her. Otherwise, yeah, really just hit her a few times. It's not that bad. I wonder if she interacts with Deku Nuts in a weird way. Yes, she does. It makes her appear. Good to know. Use Deku Nuts against her. But use them at the right time. She does take more hits. That's 10 hits with the Kokiri sword. Jeez. That will light the red flame in this room and make another chest appear. That will also relight the orange torch in the main hall. I'm gonna call it red because she's red, so it's obviously meant to be red. They just kept it orange because that's a normal fire color. Now I want to head back into the room with the Stalfos because there was another door we never went through. Well, this setup looks awful familiar, doesn't it? And if we aim from down here, we can't see anything. And she's not here either. Or there, which means she's up here, which means we could shoot her. 2 for the price of 1, Grandma! I guess that kinda works here. I don't know. Whatever. I'd rather you be there, so you're straight ahead of me. I smacked my desk. I hope that didn't come off too loud in the recording, but maybe it did. Who knows? She will also head downstairs, where we can see that her name is Beth, one of the Poe sisters. Aim for her when she appears. No shit, Navi. Okay, well, great job, me, getting hit by a Poe. Okay, I'm also throwing way more Deku Nuts than I need to. It's not that hard to be patient and wait for her to be in a state where it will actually make her become visible. I believe I was a little wrong. They don't function identically to the Poes in the graveyard. They function identically to the Poes on Hyrule Field, which are much bigger, and they're a little bit more complicated. But there we go. The blue flame is now returned to, and we get another chest. The compass! It's not written that way in my notes. This one's just a compass. Apparently only the one in Jabu Jabu's belly qualifies as a compass. Get a nice refill on arrows, and, yeah. On the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, because I had to say the full thing that time, it's like a next time on Dragon Ball Z. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going to be seeking out the remaining 2 Poe sisters to restore the flames to the Great Hall. Grand Hall, whatever, it's one of those. You can call it either. It doesn't have an official name, it's just the main room. See you guys then.